Good morning, good morning. Morning. Alright, you guys, I do have a daily message for you from the Qur'an. Let's go ahead and begin without further ado. Alright, hope everybody is doing okay. Alright, in the name of Allah, most gracious, most merciful. Okay. Okay, good. Alright. So we have here line 30 and 31. My thumb is right in between both of them. From Surah 25, Al-Furqan, which means the Criterion. We have been familiar with this Surah, remembering Al-Furqan and the Criterion. Excuse me, sorry. And this line here, line 30 and line 31. Put the translation down. Okay, and it reads, "Then the messenger will say, O my Lord, truly my people took this Qur'an for just foolish nonsense. Thus we have made for every prophet an enemy among the sinners. But enough is thy Lord to guide and help." Very good. Very, very good. Let me go ahead and write this first line. This first line also reviews what we had talked about when we were looking at the differences between a messenger and a prophet and how they can be used interchangeably, the terms. Although they do have slightly different meanings. For example, I'm coming to you every morning with a daily message. A daily message, and in that message it is broad. I'm not targeting it to one specific individual. I am making this message broad for all who view it to be able to understand it. So that is also one of the key components of a message. And I'm just typing this out here so we can have it to reference and to read. As we know, I do not pick these verses ahead of time. I simply do a dua and I ask Allah to reveal whatever He'd like to, or like for me to talk about, in turn what He'd like to talk about. Oh, you might see my friends come up and join me. But again, it's random. It's random every morning. So I do not have this pre-prepared or pre-written. And as we write, we observe. I already have several things I would like to say, but remember, the first line exposes or entails the word messenger. And the messenger is saying, truly my people are not taking me seriously. Truly they are taking specifically this word, this book, as foolishness. And we did, I think, experience a little bit of a confusion last week, the end of last week, when we were reading about Moses, talking about the differences between a prophet and a messenger, and how we can use those terms correctly or, use them in conjunction with one another. And we were talking about Moses, and we were wondering, why we're talking about Moses, what was going on during the time of the messenger and prophet Moses that we need to be concerned with. And I have detailed that this is for a broad group of people. I don't think I have many Floridians as my audience, but if I do, we were talking about the energy of Exodus and what was going on during Exodus. And now, the light bulb went off in my head as of this morning, that it was rightful to talk about that energy of Exodus and what was going on during that time, because we are experiencing a little bit of a mass exodus going on in this state. More specifically, the region where I live, due to the upcoming storm. So that makes sense that we were talking about that, but we can still apply what the energy of Moses' story and Moses' timing. We can still apply what was going on then to things happening now, and to you personally. Sometimes I don't bring in all those specific details saying, oh, this is exactly a message for this time, because it's going to be different for everybody. It's not going to apply to everybody in the same way. I will leave it at that. So sometimes my details and my intuition leaves me for a little bit, and I think that's a very appropriate thing, because I don't want to bring too many personal experiences in with this, because it is meant for you to take with what is happening with you specifically as well. Okay. So with this first line here, I'm almost done writing the second, excuse me, but enough is for. Enough is thy Lord to guide and to help. Okay, so we talked a little bit about the first line. O Lord, truly, my people took this Qur'an for just foolish nonsense, because a lot of the time we are confused. We can't apply. We don't know how to apply the message to our lives and why it is even relevant today. As we know, the Quran is a lot of warnings. It's a lot of warnings, and it does offer extreme guidance in the sense that we experience that fear of the Lord. We hear the warning, and we get humbled, and we get admonition. We receive admonition, so we can then go ahead and course correct. Line 31 says, thus we have made for every prophet an enemy among the sinners, but enough is thy Lord to guide and to help. So the prophet, right, proclaiming a specific message to a very specific group of people. The prophet is generally going to be more hard-hitting and direct, okay, because their message is coming in a mysterious, we talked about the mysteriousness of the message, in a mysterious way. Mysterious probably isn't the right word, but a mystical way. So the energy in that message, within that message, is very strong, because it's coming directly to the Lord in a mystical way. Coming directly from the Lord in a mystical way. So the energy being portrayed in a prophetic word or prophetic message should be intense. It should ruffle some feathers. It should feel uncomfortable. So it says here, it will produce enemies among the sinners, those who really do feel admonished, who feel their feathers ruffled. But it says here, enough is thy Lord to guide and help. So it's okay that the messages are strong, and it's okay that you feel a certain way, because it is meant for you to course correct. And it says here, but enough is thy Lord to guide and help. We don't mind people, as a messenger and a prophet, we don't mind people getting upset. We don't mind people not taking heed, because the Lord, his role is to guide and to help you all as well as us. So, and I'm sorry, when I say you all, I'm not talking directly to you, but to the people who are receiving the message, right? That type of thing. It is the Lord's role to guide and to help. We are not the ones to guide and to help. As the prophet and the messenger, we are not the ones to say, to direct you. and to lead. Yes and no, because Moses was most certainly a leader, but we are not the ones to really guide and to help. That is the Lord's duty, and He will certainly take it among Himself, especially if He is sought out, to go ahead and guide and to help you and others, and then us as well as the messengers, as the prophets. He's the overarching helper of us all. We are really, truly never left astray, especially when we go and seek Him out. Okay, so I'm going to put that as the title. You say hi to friend. Hello, friend. Hello, friend. Okay. Well, thank you guys for listening. I hope that made a bit of sense. And I would like to share with you where we are at in 2 Chronicles. Among the kings, let's see. It's 8:19. I surely have enough time to share with you. So I will be on with you very shortly. Thank you for listening. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.